Modern civilization relies heavily on electricity consumption. However, today's power grids are not built to cope with the dynamic nature of renewables and other distributed resources. A fundamentally new way of operating networks is needed to ensure increased security of supply and resilience. This is referred to as energy transition, with clear objectives to decarbonize and digitalize power grids, where software-oriented operation is key to overcoming the challenges posed. My name is Anastasios and I'm the CEO and co-founder of SMPnet. SMPnet is a software company developing adaptive optimization and real-time control solutions for power grids, effectively pushing the barriers of the energy space. Power grids are transitioning to a very much decentralized operation with highly intermittent generating assets across all voltage levels. Indicatively, most countries would have tens of generating assets controlling energy, while at the moment, most countries have hundreds of thousands of generating assets requiring control. This situation creates multi-directional power flows, greater uncertainty on balancing, and so on and so forth. Control and coordination of these assets is a fundamentally big issue with a number of challenges to be resolved before a successful energy transition is realized. First and foremost, there is a fragmented operation between voltage levels. Transmission systems, distribution networks, and low voltage grids have absolutely no interaction. They do not exchange services, they do not exchange data, and so on and so forth. Secondly, there is what we call static operation of networks, with absolutely no changes in the control centers depending on real-time conditions, real-time changes that may be happening as the day evolves and as the system evolves. Thirdly, control systems for multi-asset operation are much slower than what is needed to deliver a truly real-time operation.
Hi, I'm Dimitrios, CTO and co-founder of SMPnet. At SMPnet, we have developed Omega, a unique software framework specifically designed to unlock adaptive optimization and real-time control for power grids. Our feedback-based optimization tools take advantage of real-time data to ensure that the system stays optimized even at extreme topological or operational system conditions. Our real-time control tools can respond to fast power system dynamics due to the independent control of active and reactive power, voltage, frequency, and angle. This is a very much necessary tool to accommodate more renewables into the system. Even though adaptive optimization and real-time control tools can operate independently, a powerful feature of Omega is the coupling between them. Basically, these are working together to ensure control commands will not create conflicting flows or dynamic responses within the power grid. Omega does not really stop at the locality. In fact, it caters for a wide area control strategy, which includes multiple primary and secondary substations, as well as DR sites. This feature will stop the fragmented operation of power grids, for example, distribution grids not interacting in real time with LV networks and the transmission system. Depending on the application and time criticality, Omega can be deployed on cloud environments, edge devices, as well as to existing systems like DERMS and ADMS. Omega is characterized by a high degree of interoperability, which means it can exchange data with any physical or virtual device across the power grid. Effectively, Omega can be used to manage power grids which use legacy and modern technologies.
SMPnet's technology, Omega, has been validated and benchmarked in testing centers including the PNDC in Scotland, as well as lab facilities of our partners in Bilbao, Spain. Most importantly though, Omega has been validated in commercial installations across both the UK and Spain.
Omega follows all the grid modernization initiatives and directives such as virtualization and PMU-based control functionalities. All of the Omega tools are immediately available to be installed to any virtualization platform, which means that Omega is highly scalable and replicable. You can think that power grids today are still analog, and Omega is here to convert them to digital.
This is a truly pivotal time for the energy industry, and conversation around real-time control and optimization is becoming louder on a daily basis. At SMPnet, we are pleased to be at the leading forefront of these developments, totally redefine the way energy systems are operated and helping our clients in their journey to net zero.